All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children and elders, welcome to the latest edition of the Failed Federation series.
P.S. Crazy Eddie's entrance theme should be "Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangsta" by the Ghetto Boys, because Joe is definitely bout it, and rowdy.
No, he isn't.
P.P.S. Disco did her masterful job as prosecutor. Hope he takes down Joe's cohorts Mike, Hey There Man, Durbin, Hughie, and the Chadster next. Get My Go is a hate group, and they need to be brought up on charges of crimes against humanity. Conan, will you take that into consideration, bringing up Get My Go for crimes against humanity, as they're now been labeled by listeners, by readers of the mailbag and contributors of the mailbag as a, quote, hate group?
Wow.
So who was your guy during this era?
Oh, God. I was not on board with the Lex Express. Not when he did it, not when Wanglin did it, not when anyone did it.
Get My Go, as we know, comes out on YouTube, the video version. The audio version comes Oh boy. It comes out on Spreaker as well as iTunes and Spotify and everywhere else. The recent episode featured Mike Durbin, myself, and both members of the two-man power trip, John Paz and Chad.
And here I am with Knuckles Wangland. And brother, how are you doing tonight? And are you excited for the XWF?
I am doing well. I'm here from the COVID quarters of Knuckles Wangland this evening, quarantined in my room all to myself, hence why I'm in my bedroom tonight, because I'm locked away.
Since this show is no longer on the air, so you would theoretically have nothing to bury these guys about, what is Get My Go about now? Putting you guys over?
No, well, that show, they do Facebook videos now, so it's not a podcast. It's like a Facebook watch-along type thing.
So you're burying that show, the Facebook show?
We do that, but not as often. We've progressed to some newer targets. Basically, it's just if anybody on the show finds something worth parodying, you know, a podcast or a live video show or something.
How about your own shows?
We'll go with that. I think we should parody shows that of friends of Get My Go, but I don't know if we're going to do that like we do with the other shows.
That's what we should do to your show. That's what I might do for the holidays. Somebody, okay, one of you guys send me one of these guys' better shows, and I'm going to review it.
Jesus.
Yeah, Kevin Sullivan.
Would you be down to reviewing it, Di?
The people have been asking for it. They've been asking for it. They wanted to put up a whole new tier for that on Patreon.
Okay, well, send it to me. There's no new tier free. I'm going to bury you free.
Free of charge. That is Christmas spirit as well.
Wow.
Here comes. Oh, it looks like Shawn Michaels, and it looks like Brother Martin, Brother Martin's cousin. It's
His
not.
cousin.
It's not Test, but it looks like him from a distance.
No, his name's Cousin Andrew.
Oh, oh yeah. Okay.
Cousin Andrew Martin, cousin of Brother Martin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
All right, welcome back to Get My Go episode. This is probably 50, whatever. Anyway, I mentioned on the last one that we were going to watch the Rue TV rebuttal, and we never did get to it because we had so much fun watching the two guys with a wrestling podcast video that took way too long. A lot of fun. Go back and watch that episode you haven't seen yet, but we are going to watch the Rue video. Well, actually, it's not a video. We are going to listen to Rue's podcast where he responds to the two episodes that we did about his dissociation, Chad. Dissociation.
Discocculation.
Yeah.
Are we listening to a radio clip?
Yes, it's a radio show. It's a radio
okay.
show. It's a
What
radio
channel?
show. It's a radio show.
Well, it's in the Pennsylvania area, right? Joe, do you get it on your stations?
I haven't heard of it. It's odd.
Internet radio.
I don't even think it's that.
So, yeah, if you haven't watched Get My Go episodes 53 and 54, go back and do that before you watch this episode because it's not going to make any sense to you. So, first off, I want to welcome back Chad and John from the two-man power trip of wrestling. Welcome back. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So it's such a pleasure to see you. John, you were on our Christmas episode roughly a year ago.
Crazy.
And yeah, what'd you
Only
think of that?
appearance.
What did you think
That
of
was good. That was good. Nice, fun episode. I remember Brad Armstrong's theme was pretty over. It was pretty good.
Are we going to be doing the second annual?
I have an idea for it. Yeah. It was a clusterfuck and it was very hard to edit.
I'd say tighten it up a little bit in terms of the guest list.
I was thinking of actually making it much bigger.
My God.
But I was going to have everyone muted. I was only going to have them as like a kind of a studio audience. Not everybody's going to get to talk, but we have so many listeners and viewers, and I there's people that are so supportive and they comment and they retweet and everything. And I want to just get everybody involved and just to see what it's like to record an episode.
You might have to do it StreamYard style, where only a certain amount of people can be on the screen at once, and then you put them in the waiting queue, and then you bring them on and off as needed.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm still toying with the idea. We'll see. But we're going to listen to Rue's Dumpster Fire Radio episode from about a month ago. All right. So this is Dumpster Fire Radio Show, episode 17, Random Ramblings. Rue had not done an episode for like 2 or 3 months before this, so I'm glad that we inspired him to come back to radio shows.
Does Steve Buscemi know that he's illegal using a picture of him as his cover art?
They say no.
No.
I find that insulting already.
So this is from November 7th. Here we go. And again, this is it was a 19-minute broadcast, and I cut it down to about 9 minutes. So here we go.
Thank God.
Radio broadcast.
November 7th, 2021. We're back with Dumpster Fire Radio. My name is Rue. It's good to hear from everybody. It's been a long time. I hope you had a good October. I hope you had an exciting Halloween season. I know I sure as hell did a lot of things, went to a lot of haunts, saw a lot of things. I missed last year. I missed last year because of the pandemic. I'm drinking a Monster Energy drink right now in the gym.
Oh, my God. He's doing it on the radio show. He's doing his little tick on the radio show.
Yeah. Yep. He does a lot of the noises.
Did we know just in general information if he's married, does he have kids?
Why does that matter, John Wangland?
Because
if someone's not married, are they less than?
No, only because since we're in such close proximity to each other, he may have stopped by the Feeney residence for candy on Halloween. I'm curious.
I'm drinking a Monster Energy drink right now in the gym parking lot. I'm about to go in. This is Dumpster Fire Radio. We are a radio show, not a podcast. We're a radio show.
Pause. How many radio shows do you know that broadcast from the outside of the gym in the parking lot? How many radio shows? Give me one.
Rue TV, Dumpster Fire Radio.
Now, this isn't me clipping it and replaying it, which I like to do a lot. This is unedited. This is him repeating over and over again.
This is Dumpster Fire Radio. We are a radio show, not a podcast. We're a radio show, a broadcast, a professional radio show that I would like to say is just something that is going to stand the test of time in broadcasting history. When they're going to the National TV and Radio Hall of Fame, you're going to find this radio show. You're going to find this radio show in a wing. It's going to have its own wing. This is a radio show. 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 This is a professional radio show. It's a radio show, not a podcast.
Oh, Jesus, come on.
Don't do any of those podcasts.
Wow. So already we got to him that easy. And he's broadcasting from his car doing his professional radio show in the Broadcasting Hall of Fame because we got to him.
But did you ever notice that Stern usually goes down to his car, records, and then goes back and finishes the rest of his day?
Yeah. Everybody.
How many seconds was that, by the way? Just curious. That went by.
So 1 minute 18, yeah.
He said radio show at least 15 or 16 times in a minute and 18 seconds. I mean, that's crazy. That's overkill.
Wait till the end of the show.
That's overkill. That's overkill. That's overkill. That is overkill. That's overkill.
There you go.
It's come to my attention that there are a few people who want me to respond to. Well, let me preface this for people who don't listen to.
We never asked him to respond.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Not preface.
Preface. Yeah. Thank you very much, John.
My mic's working. Shit, that would suck. Yeah, it's working. There were some people who wanted me to respond.
Professional radio show.
To a video. Originally I made this video, the disassociation of Vince Russo. I'm disassociating from Vince Russo because he hates wrestling. He hates wrestling fans. He's a QAnon jerk, a Trump supporter. all about money. All he cares about is money. Yeah. Does that personality fit with me? I don't think so. Anyway, I did a video about it. I had the Demon Johnny V, my co-host, on it. I had Dwayne Hadley of Uncontrolled Chaos podcast on it. I also had, who else was on it? Big Josh Hinkle. Shout out to Big Josh Hinkle. Little known fact, that was a reconciliation. Since the reconciliation, we had another falling out. After that.
Wow.
So I haven't heard from him since. So he's gone. I don't know where he's at.
Probably because you didn't let him talk.
You made him look like an idiot sitting there as you, every time you went to him, went back to somebody else and completely stepped on everything he said.
You cut him off 100 times.
Josh is mercurial.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice word.
Tremendous word for a Caucasian on a podcast.
Yes,
wow. And especially somebody from Philly. Holy crap.
Or in the spirit of this show, he's mercurial.
I wasn't surprised to hear that Josh had gotten angry at Rue after that because, Josh did that to me too. If you don't pay a certain amount of attention to Josh, he gets very angry and then he will, make videos about you or, radio shows.
Well, this individual, it's like, what the hell? I give so much time for like the 5 times I was on a certain podcast. I was on this other podcast 2 years ago, maybe it was. But let me just say this. It's better to go down a civil route than just be a total asshole. Okay? This individual should have taken a civil route, but no, he has to be Mr. Ego. He has to be Mr. Show Guy. This guy chose to be an asshole.
He's done it many times to Vince. He's done it to me, and now he's angry at Rue. So I sympathize with you on that one, Rue.
I think I have a soft spot for Rue, just knowing that we're in the same area, and if people know that I have certain vocal tics. If you watched Mayor of Easttown, you know that this area people sound a certain way, and so if I'm just chuckling to myself, it's because I can hear the shit in his voice that I know I sound like, So.
And when I hear that, I think it nails on a chalkboard. So it's kind of, I guess that's in the same thing, right?
Pennsylvania.
He sounds like somebody, though. I don't know who, but he sounds like someone.
Yeah, John, I'm with you on that. I can't picture it. I was the same thought came in my mind when I was editing this. I can't figure out who he is, but he sounds exactly like somebody that I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a very familiar voice. Yeah.
Be at Great Smokies selling Hot Wheels at a table right now. It's Sunday. It's Great Smokies run on Sundays. I think so. I've been asked.
Right over my head.
He was saying that Big Josh is probably selling Hot Wheels at the flea market, which it's true. That's what Josh does on the weekends. He goes to flea markets and he has a table and he sells the Hot Wheels that he's acquired that week.
That's actually a hot market right now, believe it or not.
Get at it. Good job, Big Josh.
Oh, shit, huh? Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You could literally make some pretty good chunk of change doing that stuff.
I've been asked, and then basically what happened was this internet show called the Get My Go Show. They ripped the video.
So we're just an internet show, right? No,
a very decent internet show, by the way.
We're only an internet show. No, we are a podcast. We are a podcast. We are a podcast. We are a professional podcast and a YouTube show.
A very professionally done YouTube show.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't record in our car.
They did a parody of it. They made fun of us all. They made fun of the fact that I was getting over a head cold. High comedy. They made fun of the fact that the Demon Johnny V is overweight. Again, genius comedy, just genius level comedy on from the Australian. Is he from Australia or is he?
Now here's the strange part, and I don't know if he watched the entire episode or if he watched a little clip from it, but we had Husey and Dean on the episode together, right?
Yes.
Okay, so one's from Ireland, one's from Australia. Two very different accents.
It's almost like the difference between an American, a Scottish, an Irish guy, and an Australian. Same fucking language, but they have different dialect.
I think for some reason he's conflating the two, which that's another tremendous word for Caucasian, conflate, which means to I don't know what the definition is, but he's mixing, he's combining the two into one in his mind. So
yeah,
he's conflating the two, the Australian and the Irish man, and then he's going to do their accent, but it doesn't make any sense. But you'll hear that.
I don't know what he is. He's got an interesting accent. His accent's interesting. I think
it's not interesting at all. It's one is a typical Irish accent, and one's a typical Australian accent. That's it.
Maybe he gets a little randy in the pants when he hears the accent. That's why it's interesting. He doesn't know what to think. He wants to hate the guy, but he's so damn intrigued by what he's saying.
The guy you can't understand is Hughley. The guy you can understand is Aussie guy Dean.
Yeah.
I just remember from the comments, I know Dean did. He called him a fat fuck every couple of minutes. So I think that's why he's saying the Australian guy specifically. Hughesy just set a dumpster fire to everything. But I want to say specifically it was Dean who had the comments about the gentleman's appearance.
That's the best Dean I've ever heard.
But the one thing that he keeps repeating over, and he'll do that, is he repeats WWE, but he says it kind of like how Hughesy would say it, I guess.
WWE writer.
Because I don't remember Dean mentioning WWE at all. I think Hughesy mentioned it in his attacks, but it's very, very odd. Let's see if we can figure it out.
He's got I'm just gonna drink of this.
Oh my!
I do pretty good impressions. I mean, you guys like my Vince Russo. Let's do the impression of this Australian guy. He talks sort of like, I don't know what the WWE is doing. What these guys, they got all these mocks on the show, and
it's kind of like a bad Beatles impression, right?
That's British. That's shanty British. That's shanty Irish. He's doing Hughesy. He's trying to get the inflection of the Irish. He's doing Hughesy when he's talking about Dean.
Yeah,
I thought he was doing Del Preston for a second.
That's very good too. He's got a Del to him for sure.
Del or Rue, when did you become a nut bar?
Exactly.
And I had to kill a man with his own shoes.
There's a little sweet shop on the corner.
DVD, I think he's got a gut. I think he's got a gut. And when we lift the gut up, there's a pee-pee under the gut. Is there anything else you feel like? Is that the bit? Is that the entire bit, Australian guy? Is that the bit? I believe that's the whole bit, mate. So let's break down the comedy. He's overweight, right? My friend's overweight. He's got a pee-pee.
The pee-pee is another thing that he's very fascinated with. He keeps repeating this later on, and I don't remember either Dean or Hughesy mentioning pee-pee. Do you guys?
When he gets up to grab his junk.
Oh, okay.
Suck this,
All right.
The demon Johnny V is the Monopoly man, correct?
Yes.
That is correct.
Okay, okay. Just want to make sure I got those two guys straight. Okay.
Well, he's a WWE fan. Okay. Well, all right. Well, I mean, not everybody, they can't all be home runs, can they? But anyway, my official response to the Get My Go show is I don't care.
Wow.
I don't care, but I'll do 9 minutes on it.
Great.
I'll do 9 minutes of my. I'll do 9 minutes of my 19-minute podcast about it.
Another thing is,
he's not that great at accents, by the way. Just want to throw that out there. He said he was great at it. He's not that great.
No, it's terrible. It's like I have a friend who's a very awful Robert De Niro, and it's just you just ask him to do it because it stinks, and that's what his accents are like so far. And you're right; they can't all be home runs. Like Dumpster Fire Radio is definitely not a home run.
I kind of get the thought that Rue just completely doesn't get why we were making fun of the whole thing to begin with. It wasn't that these guys were this hodgepodge of ridiculousness. It was that you had this personal attack against Vince Russo, a man who you claim to be your friend, that there clearly was a blurred line between who thought what of this friendship. You had a guy come on and talk about wrestling angles from 20 years ago in the middle of your beef. That's what you don't get. And the comedy just wrote itself. And in a very professional way, we just went with it. We didn't just sit there and think of it on the, in our car, like, hey, let me record this thing now. It's because it was your beef and you invited these idiots on to talk about wrestling angles when you had a personal attack.
Chad and Mike, you guys have been following Russo Brand for a while. Honestly, did you ever hear of Rue TV? This guy ever before?
Not once.
No,
I never.
Like I said in the episode, I think I subscribed around the beginning of 2018, and by that point, Rue was really not doing anything. I remember hearing about him from other brand members, but it's not a guy that was putting out material on the brand YouTube or audio podcasts or radio shows.
I subscribed the week we had him on the first time on Two Man Power Trip. I subscribed that week and was hooked. I never heard the name Rue mentioned once.
That's what I did. I finally had him on, and he was just starting to promote it. It's only $5 a month or whatever, blah blah blah. And I was like, that's the least I could do. You fucking did my show. Who the fuck am I?
Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday I filmed a segment a WWE segment. No, I didn't film a WWE segment. I tell you, Mike, it looked like a WWE fan is all over it's right, and I can't believe that Damon TV has got a WWE fan on the plate. The plate on the click.
Imagine sitting in the car next to him while he's recording. You're like, is this guy having a seizure? What the fuck is going on with this guy?
Yeah, he's getting really worked up.
Yeah, holy crap, Jesus.
Yeah.
What happened there? It's almost like if a WWE fan is like watching the Raw with the McIntyre shirt on, and under the McIntyre shirt he's got a gut, and under the gut is a pee-pee.
I feel like I said PP. I think I actually said it. That sounds like something I would say as a joke. So I think I said that. I didn't do it in a bad, gargly, watered throat accent, but I think I said PP.
How can I respond? Here's let me go back. I would care and give a shit if the barbs were good. Well, we're talking about shit barbs from people. I'm not doing that. I can't do that.
It was the funniest thing I've ever recorded in my life. Whether it was on a podcast, hanging out with people, home videos, it was the funniest thing I've ever been a part of. There were amazing barbs. There was amazing comments. He is 100% wrong.
Yeah.
It was up there with a very, very funny episode. I don't know if it quite topped Johnny Wangland's story of getting somebody met him in person. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Easy for me to say. Somebody met him in person and decided to, give him the peace sign. Fuck, there.
That was a good one.
The bathroom one.
Yes. Yeah. And they knew who he was. Oh, so good.
Asshole.
Did you shake his hand? Fuck no, I pushed him away. No, you didn't, John. You didn't meet anybody, John.
None of this happened.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take a leak in the bathroom. I go and I come out, and this guy's like waiting out there for me. He's like, "Hey, I know you." And I said, "I don't fucking know you." And I didn't say it like that. But that's one thing. I was like, I said, "Well, I don't know who you are, man." I said, "What's your name?" And he tells me his name, and I was like, I don't know who that is. I'm sorry, I never met you before. He's like, "No, I know you." He's like, "You're from that wrestling show, the Wrestling with Reality show. I've seen your YouTube stuff." He's like, "Man, it's so cool to meet you." I was like, "Okay."
Wow. I had to listen to that one again. I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, "Oh my god, he's so funny." Oh.
Yeah. You're that Wrestling with Reality guy.
And then the kid recognized me, gave him the peace sign, or whatever he said. Oh, so great. Dean somehow found that little piece of gold.
Yeah. I think Dean was like, it's the greatest John Wayne.
Yes, I agree.
It was.
It was. Yeah.
Fruits of Dean's labor.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's I like those guys. They seem nice guys.
Oh, here we go.
Thank you.
I agree. Great.
What? I thought we were going to get Mike's favorite compliment sandwich going on.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
You got to be self-deprecating, man. You got to take a joke. Nick, right now, there's probably people up in arms that I did a shitty voice impression of the WWE, and I don't think that I'm going to have my foot washed today, because they say if you don't wash your foot, what's going to happen is you've got WWE foot. You get the WWE foot. You get a Roman Reigns tattoo on your foot, and then it becomes a WWE foot.
Wow.
Does anybody have a Roman Reigns tattoo on their foot? Because that would be pretty hilarious.
Would it?
This is just genius stream of consciousness comedy, isn't it?
It's like at the beginning, I said I'd have a soft spot for him, but this is like the worst shit I've ever.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he can redeem himself. Pull the nose up on it.
He will. He's just relaxed right now. He's in the car. He's about to go in the gym. He's got his energy drink. He's just shooting right now. He's just spitballing. He'll get there.
He should not drink energy drinks. They don't agree with him.
He needs the closing arguments. You know, he's going to riff. He's going to say his funny lines. His audience is obviously doubled over in laughter right now as we speak. He's waiting. It's a slow burn. He's going to get us at the end.
He's not going to do that again, is he? I'm just hoping he retires that right now and does something else, please.
He's going to do something else, but it is more, I don't know what the word is for it, but it's
shitty.
It's very cringe. It's very cringeworthy. What he's going to do next, it's not relating to us. It's totally something else, but it's like I got physically ill listening to it, and I have to play it for you guys.
What is it? Acknowledge me. Like I on one foot, on the left foot, acknowledge.
Not this.
On the other foot, me. Be kind of cool. Then you'd really have double feet, whatever. Oh boy, God, we're getting off to a good start here today.
Wow,
I think it's here.
I always think here's a funny thing. Be a great skit for SNL. Be a weird skit. Take something that a Trumper or a QAnon person would say, and take their voice and change it to that of a 9-year-old, and see what it sounds like. And then you draw the comparisons. Like, wait a minute, this sounds like a 6-year-old talking, and not just in the actual pitch, but the verbiage. Like this.
We want our freedom. Come, you cheated, cheaters, sheep. You guys cheated, sheep and cheaters, We want freedom. Don't mask our children. We love the country. Back the policemen, the police. We love our police and our freedom and the flag and guns. And we got shoot guns. And
It's actually giving me a headache.
We want to go into to places and not wear a mask, 'cause we want to smile. We want to see our children and everybody smile, 'cause it's America.
See, it sounds like it should. It sounds like it should. I got to work.
You know who was really good? The two guys in a wrestling podcast. Those guys had a lot of talent. I got to say, they really, the one guy who left, Joe or whatever his name was, I'm sad. I actually missed the guy, to be honest.
Yeah.
I hope he does another response because, supporting the police, he really hates that. So he's not going to, I'm sorry, I support firefighters too, People are crazy when they do things like that. Support the people that protect them and try to keep them safe. What a bunch of immature assholes.
Yeah. Doesn't that make you tense up inside? Just hearing
dude,
that.
I couldn't uncover my face.
It was gross.
Give me a headache, legit headache. What the fuck is wrong with that guy? Jeez.
And doubling back on what John said about if you're in the car next to him, imagine you're in the car next to him then.
Yeah.
And furthermore, does he continue to wear his mask in the Planet Fitness that he goes to over there?
Now here's the strange thing, because if you watch, he posted a video, him inside the pet store buying cat food. He thought that was interesting enough to make a vlog about, and he's not wearing a mask in the pet store. So,
it's weird.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Joe, do you guys have to wear masks and stuff in the stores?
It's, mostly suggestions. I just ignore them because
we
I'm
have
a little baby.
he's not being a hypocrite, is he? You think?
that would be nuts.
It sounds like it should. I got to work out. I think I don't know how I could top that stupid ass annoying cringe segment. But I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're not watching WWE and you're watching instead AEW, because I'm enjoying it. But if you're not, I don't give a shit. You can watch whatever you want. Maybe you're binge watching shit on Netflix. There's some good stuff.
What was that last comment he made before he said that? Before when he was going to go in the gym? What was it? I'm trying to remember.
WWE?
Oh. No, before that, he said, like he hope you enjoyed it or something, or he couldn't do it again.
He can't.
That's it. He can't top it. Yeah, he can. He could press delete and it'd be topped very easily.
I'll bet when he was done recording this, he immediately uploaded it to his feed. Like he didn't even listen to it back. This was up by the time he walked through the doors of the Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
I love it.
In Delco.
Yep. I know where it is. I know where they all are.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm sorry to have ruined your day with that segment, but
ruined our day.
Oh, nice.
Ryan.
I just have a message for Rue. Rue, you suck. You're not good, and quit the business of podcasting because it's
he's not a podcaster, Chad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait.
You.
Cut that out. Can you cut that out? Here we go. Rue, I got a piece of advice for you. Quit the broadcasting industry. You're never going to make it in radio. You're not going to make it in television. Your television and radio shows, respectively, are bad. You need to stop. That's my piece of advice from somebody who used to watch WWE.
I just love like somebody knocking on his window, like, "Excuse me, are you having a seizure? What's wrong with you? What the hell's going on?" "Oh no, I'm recording my radio show." And they'll be like, "On your fucking phone? You're not recording a radio. Get the fuck out of here, you nut! Should I call the cops?"
Mike, you didn't let me down when you said the next thing was going to be worse than the first thing, and Nelly.
Yeah, his whatever kid impersonation. Oh man, it just shivers. It's so bad. Well, even worse than his Hughley impersonation, if that could somehow be.
Yeah. Yep.
Dean Lee.
Or Dean, whoever he was supposed to be doing.
Dean Lee.
Dean Lee.
All right. Well,
we're speechless.
Yeah. We can't say anything more about that. That's it. That's it.
But he likes you guys, though. At least he likes you.
Yes. Thank you, John. Thank you for joining us again. Where can we find you in all your many shows?
Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at 2Man Power Trip. Check out the website, tmptempire.com.
Yes. And Chad, tell me something about IB Exclusive. Give me a name. Who are you? Not the big name, but who else do you have down the pike here?
Hey, well, if Rue would like to get a signed picture by Vince Russo, he could go ahead and send in a photo if he's got one, or he could purchase one of ours at ibexclusives.com. Got a nice little private signing going with Vince. It's at Chad EMB on Twitter, at IB Exclusives on Instagram. You could also find some of my stuff over at tmptempire.com as well.
Now, Chad, how can you work with somebody like Russo who just cares about money? That's all they care about. How can you go in business with a guy like that?
QAnon nut.
Yeah, QAnon nut. He hates wrestling. He hates wrestling fans. How can you work with him?
Trump supporter. Come on.
Guys that like money in the autograph business, they're exactly who I'm looking for. So if Vince likes money, he's about to get some more.
Joe.
Keeping It 100 with Conan comes out on Friday. Actually got it out early on Friday this week.
I was shocked yesterday morning when it loaded into my feed.
I thought I had my days mixed up. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Good job.
I get my days mixed up. Monday's the Raven Effect, and usually on Friday now after Conan comes out, I'll celebrate with a nice sandwich at Tom and Jerry's. Rue, I'll be there, buddy. You know where Tom. You know about Tom and Jerry's and their classic roast beef sandwiches. Let's do it up.
Hell yeah.
All right. Let's see. At Mike Durband on Twitter, at Get My Go Show on Twitter, youtube.com/getmygo, youtube.com/Mike Durband, prowrestlingtees.com/Mike Durband. You can get a Get My Go t-shirt there, and also a Mike Durband Show t-shirt. Please comment in the comments here. Drop your favorite quotes from Rue. Do your impression of Rue. Do the little baby voice.
Rue will probably be there responding to you, which is enjoyable as well.
Yes, Rue, please leave as many comments as you want because the interaction helps us. And I don't know why people haven't caught on to that yet. But
and I'm going to ask for this, and I might rue the day that I know I used that already. But can you imagine a Johnny podcasting and Rue super team?
Oof.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. You QAnon nut. Yes, I can.
That might be that might be a two-man power trip of sorts if it was Rue and Wingling.
Oh, Jesus Christ.